Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Nabila Putri Septya, and I'm a student at Winsaizu from the English Department of Tatris. We'll talk about pros and cons of online learning activities. Okay, let's go to the topic. The outbreak of the coronavirus disease 2019 pandemic, or better known as COVID-19, since December 2019 until now has affected various sectors in Indonesia. Not only the economic sector, but the education sector also experienced a major impact. This condition caused all state and private universities to not be able to carry out face-to-face learning. This resulted in temporary diversion into online learning from their respective residents. This implementation provides outputs and impacts in terms of pros and cons. Online learning are lecture systems that utilize internet access as a learning medium that are designed and displayed in the form lectures module, video recording, audio, or writing by the academic university. However, this also has an impact that is considered less than optimal in the learning process. Although it sounds wrong because a student don't have to go to campus, there are also pros and cons that arise when taking online class. Here are some pros and cons of online class attendance that suddenly had to be implemented in connection with the outbreak of the coronavirus. Online learning is a system that is applied in the implementation of education at the university, namely the system used by teachers and students. This online learning system is implemented to reduce the spread of COVID-19 in Indonesia because with the implementation of online learning, students and teachers and staff at university do not need to conduct lectures face-to-face to avoid physical contact to reduce the spread of COVID-19, which is currently sweeping the world, especially in Indonesia. In the implementation of online learning using a media by utilizing internet access in its implementation, there are various types of media used in online lectures. Some are in the form of learning, and some are in the form of application to meet face-to-face online, for example, such as Zoom, Google Meet, and the other media. Of course, these media are very helpful and support in the implementation of online learning. In this case, of course, there are obstacles that occur during the implementation of online learning process. Pros of online learning. For positive things, online learning can be done at home so that we can be close to family at home. More flexible in class timing and can be done everywhere. Not only that, we can also save more on cost because there is no need to come back and forth to campus. Online learning trains students to be independent so that students not only learn through lectures but also have to look for another sources of knowledge such as in books, literacy, and so on, so that student learning can also be optimal. Cons of online learning. Many students complain because they can't have discussion like lectures in general by meeting face-to-face. Not to mention there are obstacles that make this lecture disrupted. Many students are starting to miss campus and hope that lectures can run as usual. Not only that, the problems are often experienced by students when studying online are unstable signal and limited internet quota. This can certainly interfere with online lectures. Online tuition also depends on the region. Students may experience problems with slow Wi-Fi access, lost network, and even blackouts, thus hampering the process of access learning application. Online learning has positive and negative sides that go hand in hand. This will have consequence for how effective online learning is during the COVID-19 pandemic. Therefore, the level of effectiveness can be said to be relative depending on each component, the support of participants in this online learning. Students are expected to be independent and more active in learning, not only relying on the material that has been given but also from other sources. Lecturers and the faculties or university should adapt the curriculum to the current situation so that online lectures can still be carried out and are not too burdensome. An attractive, active, and acceptable learning model is also needed by all types of students. The government is also trying its best to support the continuity of learning during the COVID-19. For example, providing quota subsidy for students, teachers, students, and lecturers every month. In the long term, online learning can limit field activities or practicums that support courses so that blended learning innovation are needed when conditions have started to improve and allow the implementation of health protocols on campus. Well, guys, I think enough for me. More or less, I apologize. Thank you for attention and listening. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.